Greetings everyone, and welcome back to A Pipe Story. Today's episode we're going to do an episode of favorites. Like I promised yesterday, I was going to talk about my favorite pipe. And when you're going to talk about your favorite pipe, you're going to have your favorite tobacco. And I'm going to have my favorite Christmas drink. A little Starbucks holiday blend with Coffee Mates, little splash of Coffee Mates, peppermint mocha, just a little splash. And then I've just gotten the mail today. My buddy, two of my best friends are in a band called Kelsey's Woods, and so I got their hat, and I recommend you check them out. They kind of got that southern rock Americana thing. Really excellent band. So we're going to rock the favorites, and this is my favorite pipe. This is what I call my baby. It is a Savinelli Select, size 207. And I am smoking Cornell & Deal's Old Court, which is by far and away my favorite tobacco. It's an English blend. It's got a strong, good Red Virginia and Burley mix, and just enough Perique, just enough Latakia, and just enough Cavendish to really complement each other. Everything kind of blends together on the condimental side. That it doesn't, none of them overpower, but they're all right there, all front of mind, and I just love it. So anyway, how I got this pipe, off eBay. This was the third pipe I ever bought. And I'm not one of those guys on the YouTube pipe community that hates eBay. I actually like it. I actually have gotten a lot of my collection off of eBay, but I use common sense. And so I think I'll do kind of rules of eBay pipe purchasing, but I've had really good luck with it, and this pipe is one of them. Now, when I bought the pipe, it had a red ebonite stem, and it was kind of beat up on the end. And I got this Savinelli with a little bit of a rough bit here in the mouthpiece, but I got it for like 25 bucks. So good deal there. But I love that pipe. I love this pipe. This pipe really took the hobby from something I was interested in and turned it into a passion. And I loved on this pipe, oiled the pipe down good, reamed it, cleaned it up really well, and this is just my baby. I love it. It doesn't smoke hot. It doesn't ghost. Now, when I say that, I'm not an aromatic smoker. Aromatics, I'm just not a big fan. Not that I have a problem with them necessarily, but they bother my throat. Something about the toppings just really bothers my throat. Plus, I like a more natural tobacco taste. So, going from the vapors to a Burley's to English, this pipe doesn't really ghost very much. And it smokes really good, and great draw, great hand ability. As you can see, I love it. It's a good thinking man's pipe. It fits nicely in the pocket right there on your hand, and eventually I'm probably going to wear the stain and wear a hole out in the bowl, because I just love to sit here and just kind of do this right here. But what this pipe really taught me was the difference between a passion and an obsession. And I'm pretty bad to get obsessed with my work and seek to find my identity in my work, and that's where passion becomes an obsession, and that's something that you really got to watch out for. Passions are good. Passions are great things to have in our life. And not all obsessions necessarily are bad, but it's when you start to become self-identifying with your obsessions that I had to work on. And it's kind of hard to self-identify yourself through one particular pipe, but this pipe here really kind of taught me that fine line, that this pipe and pipe smoking became a passion, even with the messed up mouthpiece. And I worked with it for a while, and like an idiot, I tried to cut it down and sand it off. And I mean, it's one thing to work on a pipe and clean it up and things like that, and ream it and all that. But when you start messing with the mouthpieces and the stem, brother, you better find a pipe repair individual that knows what the heck they're doing. And I did, and I found I sent this one and then another one to the guys at Briarworks, sent it to Rick and the guys over there. And like another idiot, I had a pipe, a Canadian pipe that I dropped and broke the stem, and I said, well, I'm gonna have them fix it, and my baby, this pipe, I'm gonna go ahead and have them fix up my baby. And I chose this kind of a mocha swirl stem, and it's a little bit on the extra long side, tapered. I like for my straights, I like a nice tapered stem, and I really, really, really like it. And when Rick sent me the picture back of how things were looking, I fell in love all over again. It's a great pipe, and to me it's beautiful. And like I said, I've oiled it and cleaned the rim up, and there's this one little spot right here, right above my finger, that I just can't seem to get out. And I don't know if it's something in the stain or a char mark that's just a little too far down. I really doubt it's gunk and tar from the tobacco and things like that. I've worked it too far, cleaned it too hard for it to be that necessarily. But I also decided that even Cindy Crawford had a beauty mark, so that's my baby's beauty mark right there. But this is my Desert Island pipe with my Desert Island tobacco. If somebody asked me if you could only have one pipe and one tobacco for the rest of your life, what would that be? And to me, that's a no-brainer. It's this Savinelli Select with Old Cord. Now, the problem where I run into is if you said, all right, Byron, you now have 3 pipes and 3 tobaccos. Well, then I've got a harder choice. Who are the other 2 pipes? And there's probably a few that if I really sat down and thought about that, and I could probably name the tobacco, but if I had 1 tobacco and 1 pipe, this is it. I love it. It's just such a smooth drawing pipe, just a beautiful pipe. And I think it has a lot of character to it with the stem from Briarworks and the work that they did and the work that I've done on it. It's just an absolutely great pipe. It may not be the most beautiful. I will never sell it, so I don't really care about how much money it's worth. But to me, this is the pipe that took pipe smoking from a hobby, a really fun hobby, to a passion, and probably borderline obsession. But I don't identify myself through it. And that, again, that's the lesson there that I really, we've got to watch out for when we're working on ourselves and working on our mental health. Is you identify yourself by how you choose to identify yourself, and not by some external factor, because that's not within you. But having a passion, having a drive, being passionate about something like pipe smoking is probably a pretty good thing. And this pipe really took that for me. And once I got into it and began to work on it, and really enjoyed the hobby, this is the pipe that kind of crossed that Rubicon, and took it from a hobby to a passion. So I'm happy to share this one because I love this one. I love this pipe. So anyway, a little housekeeping. Dale, thank you for the advice on the picture. I hope this was turning out better. I'm still pretty new at this whole YouTube thing, and so I'll be sure to turn the phone over on these next ones. As far as the next pipes, I'm not really sure what the next one is because it's after number 3 here that I kind of lose order in what came next. So I think I'll be doing some just kind of going out of order and doing some pipes that I want to talk about and some lessons that I learned. And then what I think I'll be doing is not necessarily reviews, but I mean, I just get to so many pipes that I may do some little factoids that I learned about them, or learned about pipe smoking. But really, just kind of this fireside chat, sitting here on my porch with you, hanging out, smoking a pipe. Just some of the things that have come up from that. So I don't know if they'll all have deep thoughts by Byron Earnhardt, but and there's definitely some pipes that I don't like in my collection that we're just going to have to trudge through. But a bad day smoking a pipe is better than a good day at work, right? So anyway, y'all take care. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Between now and then, I'll figure out a pipe to smoke and a tobacco to put in it and something to ramble on about. But anyway, thanks for the subscription. If you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Drop a mention, or drop a comment down there. If it's something you got a question about, just drop me a question and I'll drop you a response. Anyway, y'all have a good one.